Hey guys, no gym needed coming to you with the follow-up part. I found the other couple pages of my script that I wrote for this part, and I did in fact leave it at work. And it was really funny because when I found it, there was 2 more pages written, and they were actually from some random person who found my, well, I'll just read them to you. Hi, read your DBZ fanfic. Pretty good so far! Exclamation mark. I like the quantum mechanics inclusion. Hate to barge in, but perhaps this is fate. I don't know. Super enhanced Buu. Do you have a physical description for him? I like the idea of quantum entities existing in multiple dimensions simultaneously. So his body flicker could be enhanced to show multiple simultaneous reactions and counters. A quantum Buu, using the idea of tachyons as communication methods, could also simulate teleportation too. Faster than Whis or Goku's instant transmission even. In the 3 pages left here, accidentally grabbed them while getting the kiosk ready and noticed writing. I can't help but feel that there's parts I'm missing. Yeah, buddy, you're missing like, what, 6 parts before it? I'm curious to know if this is a new universe's Buu? Could quantum mechanics and Majin magic be combined to take many adjacent universes Buus to make a Copenhagen Buu? This guy's freaking nuts, man. He's got some good ideas. Have a bunch of different Buus merge into one from different universes? That'd be crazy. Where he successfully absorbs a universe or 2 before a final showdown? Broly plus Gogeta? Fighting against each other, they warp space-time, so it'd be crazy to see their powers combined. Dude, Gogeta's already a fusion. You can't fuse Broly and Gogeta. That ain't possible. Actually, I guess I could probably come up with a scenario where that happens. Punches tearing through reality, fighting and flickering in dozens of universes at once. I think you're onto something cool! Exclamation mark. Haha. Period. Well, he asked a couple questions like, do I have a physical description of Buu and stuff like that, but he didn't leave any way for me to contact him. No name, no email. So whenever I see a Costco worker walk by who looks like they watch Dragon Ball, I just hold that up and say, is this your handwriting? And they've all said no so far and laughed at me. So I'll find this guy one day, or maybe it's a girl. But it's funny because almost every person I ask, they ask me like, what does it say? And then I tell them it's about Dragon Ball, and they're like, oh, I watch Dragon Ball. I think I can pick out Dragon Ball fans just by looking at you. Alright, well, without further ado, guys, let's get right into this part. And just like that person who left me a letter and his own little fan fiction and suggestion, I would love it if you guys did the same. So go ahead and drop a comment in the comment box, and let's get a conversation going. Here we go. Beerus and Whis arrive back home and prepare to face Buu. Beerus pretends like he's getting ready for bed. Then, as he jumps into bed, Buu prepares. Beerus touches the bed, and Buu completely covers him. Yes, I got you! Buu shouts in triumph. Now, let's think back to a lesser remembered plot device, namely, the Saiyan shield. Vegito put ki all around their body to avoid being absorbed by Buu. However, Beerus has no intention of being absorbed at all. He uses a new technique, Hakai Shield, and melts Buu's slime from the inside out. Then Buu pops out and starts running. Beerus chases, but then Buu splits into 2 and runs in different directions. As Beerus thinks what to do, a candy beam shoots straight at him. Whis steps in front of Beerus and knocks the beam away with his staff. Beerus-sama, please avoid getting hit by one of those at all costs. I could have handled it. Whatever it was. You were almost turned into candy, Lord Beerus. What? Beerus says. All of a sudden, Beerus says, Whis, and collapses. What's going on? Whis thinks. No way. He chases down a Buu clone and says, the real you. Don't tell me. You're in the world of the Kais? What Kais? This is my world now, Buu says to Whis. for the first time ever, we see Whis get mad. Ah! Ah! He zaps Buu with his staff, completely destroying it. "Where's that other one?" Whis says. He turns around and sees Beerus' body is gone. More rage fills him. He uses his staff and finds the part of Buu that absorbed Beerus' corpse and chases it. Catching up, he quickly overpowers it and destroys it. "I need to go personally," Whis thinks. He heads straight for Buu. About 80 years ago, scientists discovered atoms, also known as subatomic particles, such as electrons, can be in two places at once. Such tiny objects are governed by a madhouse of laws called quantum mechanics. They split an atom and isolated the two. Then they took the two halves thousands of miles away and found out whatever you do to the one happens to the other. After Buu absorbed Goku and Vegeta and had a taste of the divine key, his cells evolved tremendously at an atomic level. Now he's able to relay information to his clones. When his clone absorbed Beerus, the power was transferred to his real body. So this is what happened. He went to the Supreme Kai's world. He killed the Supreme Kai Shin, then brought Shin back to life temporarily while his clone was absorbing Beerus. A little magic trick, really. Then he absorbed Shin as well as the other Kais. So there was a tiny Buu clone remaining on Earth as well that saw Whis come to meet Bulma and relayed info to the other parts, of course. So we had a Buu on Earth with Frieza and Whis. We had a Buu at Beerus' home, which split into two Buus, and we had a Buu in the Kai's world, which is Buu's real body. We know that the two Buus in Beerus' home got destroyed. The one on Earth has not been found out yet, and the one in the Kai's world is the one that became Whis' target. Whis is on his way to go get him now. Shin absorbed. All the Supreme Kais absorbed. God of Destruction Goku absorbed. Legendary Ascended Vegeta absorbed. Beerus, God of Destruction absorbed. Without a doubt, this is the most powerful Buu I have ever heard of. So, just to reiterate, when Buu talked to Frieza, they came up with the idea, and then when Buu he killed the Supreme Kai, but it was just on the brink of death, and that's what made Beerus collapse. And then when he kind of like brought the Supreme Kai back to life, he was only on the brink of death. It gave, Beerus still had his power. It didn't drain Beerus of his power. So he absorbed Beerus in that moment, and then he absorbed the Supreme Kai. So he had to find a way to disable Beerus, and when Whis went for one of the Buu clones, he just had the other one go and get it. And the whole time, the clones can relay information to the real body, and the clones can also relay power, because when one atom is affected, the other one is affected the same way. So Buu had conscious control over that. He absorbed Beerus, the power went to his real body, and then he just abandoned that other clone, and Whis destroyed it. So here we go, guys. This is going to get us into the next part where the fight is going to be epic. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're coming back to my channel and you're a regular listener, thank you so much. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe and join. I'm always putting out what ifs, having a lot of fun, and taking your guys' comments into consideration, and starting new series and continuing my series. We're never going to run out of ideas, and you guys make it all possible. You guys keep me motivated. So drop a like, please. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.